Hi everyone, and welcome to another video. It's hard to believe that it's already been a full year of Plan With Me videos. This month's theme is coral and maybe some type of Hawaiian flowers. Honestly, no idea what they're called, but they are pretty and fairly easy to draw, but I'll explain more in detail shortly. Today I'm using my Micron in 02 and Tombos in 837 and 158. This is the first time I did individual boxes for each day of the monthly spread. Usually I stay away from this style because it takes a while if I use a ruler, so I chose to freehand it, and honestly I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think I will do some more of these monthly spreads like this in the future. I wrote the days in cursive and included them in the top line of the top box. I added a little section for goals on the left side, but you can use this as a monthly to-do list or meals you want to make instead. For the title, I used my Tombow Fudenosuke. Okay, so time for the flowers. I did sketch them in with a pencil prior to filming this. I will also put a link to the Pinterest post that shows step by step how to do it. But essentially you draw a circle. I used my circle stencil, but a perfect circle is not necessary, so you can freehand it. This will be the diameter of your flower. Put a dot in the middle of the circle and then begin to draw your first of 5 loops. Once you have it to your liking, erase one of the lines in each of the petals, and this will give you that 3D effect. That is the basis of the flowers. I just inked it and added a couple leaves throughout. The more you do, the faster it goes. I think I spent like 5 to 10 minutes figuring it out on the first one, but by the time I got to the last spread, I was doing them in less than 2 minutes. For the color, I used my blending palette and a paintbrush. This is just a random set I got from Michael's a while ago. I find using a paintbrush gives me way more control and variation for coloring in the design. I started with more water and a light wash of color and slowly building it up to give it some dimension. For the leaf, I did a similar technique. I started light and then worked my way up, but with the leaves, I followed what would be the quote-unquote veins of the leaves. I did a couple other leaf doodles just to fill space and change it up. I didn't do anything special when coloring in those leaves. For the dates, I just did a swipe of color, and then once it was dry, I went in with my 02 Micron and added the numbers. If you saw my July plan with me, you might remember why I like to do 1 week per page rather than across 2 pages, just because I don't have as much to write down in my personal bullet journal in the summer since I'm at my corporate job most of the day. Though this month I changed it up and made a singular to-do list for the 2 weeks and boxes for each day to write things that have specific times or deadlines. I added a habit tracker since I am more likely to follow through on filling them in if they are on my weekly spread. I added 3, but you can add more if you want to track more. I also added a to-buy box, but this can be filled with whatever you need. Maybe make it a meal planning section. I also did 2 other variations of the weekly layouts that will be featured in my blog post. As always, the link for the corresponding blog post will be linked in the description box below, where you can find the links to my supplies as well as photos of the finished spreads. Since it is almost time to go back to school, I wanted a page to keep track of things I need to pack. I considered using my Fudenosuke for the title, but actually I enjoyed the thinner lines with the large lettering. I filled in a little space with some flowers to tie it into the rest of the spreads, but also leaving enough space for my very long packing list. So here's the final flip through. I hope you enjoyed this short and sweet video. Don't forget to check out the other 2 weekly spreads on my site that are linked below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and if you made it to the end, comment this emoji, and I will see you all next week with another video. Bye.